I mentioned this cat Sneha and we got disconnected. Okay, you're not a cat. Of course you're not. Okay, so what were we talking about? Ravi's example.
Hello? Yeah.
Hello. Yeah,
His brother was angry.
Ravi said that he crashed his brother's phone, and so he was very upset. His brother was very upset. So Ravi, you could say, my brother was upset with me. अभी उल्टा करके बोलो. My brother was upset with me. है ना? मेरा भाई मुझसे अपसेट था. क्यों अपसेट था? क्योंकि
Because
मैंने उसकी मोबाइल खराब कर दी थी, उसका मोबाइल क्रैश कर दिया था. बिकॉज ये क्रैश करना कब हुआ? बिकॉज आई हैड क्रैश्ड. बिकॉज
I had crashed.
आई हैड क्रैश्ड, क्योंकि अपसेट था उसके पहले हुआ ना क्रैश करने वाला काम. तो आप पीछे
Yeah.
जा रहे हैं, इसीलिए आप कहेंगे बिकॉज आई हैड क्रैश्ड माय ब्रदर्स फोन. ओके. So I think, Apurva understood it a little better. Ravi understood it too. And if anybody else has any confusions, feel free to talk. Okay. Now let's move on to number 4. Complete the sentences using the verb once in the past simple and once in the past perfect. And you will see how meanings change. Okay. See, I was hungry because I hadn't had any lunch.
Yeah. I
Okay,
hadn't
say,
had any
I hadn't
lunch.
had means I hadn't eaten. I hadn't eaten
Yeah.
any lunch.
Eaten.
I was hungry because I hadn't had any lunch. 2, I was really hungry this morning, so I had a huge breakfast.
I had a huge
I
breakfast.
was really hungry this morning. मुझे बड़ी भूख लगी थी. So, इसलिए I had a huge breakfast. Bye bye. I had a huge breakfast. Okay. अब बताओ, यहाँ पर हंग्री क्यों थे? खाना नहीं खाया था. ये तो नहीं खाने का काम इसके पीछे हुआ ना. तो आई hadn't had any
Mm.
lunch. और मुझे बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी इस सुबह, इसीलिए मैंने खूब
मेरे पास
ब्रेकफास्ट बड़ा.
बहुत सारा खाना.
अरे 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 भाव माफ करना मेरी माँ. नहीं 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 नहीं, ऐसे कैसे करेगी? कह रही मेरे पास बहुत सारा खाना था. क्या मतलब है इस सेंटेंस का मेरे दोस्त? तुम कहाँ हो? तुम कैमरे पे आओ पहले.
बहुत
तुम
खाना.
कैमरे पे आओ पहले. कहाँ गई अपूर्वा? ये क्या करती है लड़की? क्या बोली तुम? तुम्हें बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी क्योंकि तुम्हारे पास बहुत खाना था, इसलिए तुम्हारे पास बहुत सारा खाना था. क्या था वो अपूर्वा? ये क्या था?
सर मुझे बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी. तो मेरे पास अगर जोर से भूख लगेगी तो खाना होगा तभी खाएंगे ना सर.
जब मेरे बेटे ऐसे कहा बातें करने वाले टीचर जो होते हैं ना, मुझे उन पे बहुत गुस्सा आता है. और आप उनसे इतने इंस्पायर्ड हो कि आप ऐसे आंसर्स दे रहे हो. हमें यहाँ पर लॉजिक करना है. कब खाना खाएंगे, नहीं खाना खाएंगे. यहाँ एक बात कही गई है, क्या कहा गया वो देखो. आई वॉज रियली हंग्री दिस मॉर्निंग, सो आई हैड अ ह्यूज ब्रेकफास्ट. क्या कहा उसने हिंदी में? बताओ. आई वॉज रियली हंग्री दिस मॉर्निंग. मुझे जबरदस्त भूख लगी थी सुबह में. सो इसीलिए आगे बोलो अपूर्वा. इसीलिए मतलब इसीलिए होता है. तो आगे क्या बोला?
Yeah.
आई हैड अ ह्यूज ब्रेकफास्ट. आगे बोलो.
मुझे बहुत सारा खाना खाना था.
अब सुनो, ये एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है कुछ स्टूडेंट्स की. उनके साथ समस्या ये है कि उन्होंने काफी कुछ सीखा हुआ है, लेकिन कॉमन सेंस यूज नहीं कर रहे. उनके दिमाग में हैड की एक मीनिंग बैठी हुई है. वो है हैड मतलब पास में होना. वो हैड का मतलब ईट नहीं सोच पा रही. अपूर्वा बेटा, डोंट बी शाय. ओके. Be a fighter.
Okay,
Face this situation. Be on camera and
okay,
face this
sir.
situation. And don't let your
Okay,
emotions get better of you at all. Okay? Be a fighter. Accept that there is a
Yes, sir.
problem. And once you accept there is a problem, there is a solution too. तुम्हारे दिमाग में हैड की मीनिंग बैठी हुई है पास में होना. मैं समझता हूं इस बात
Yes, sir.
को. क्या
Yes, sir.
ऐसे और कुछ बोला जा सकता था? मैं तुम्हें यही बात जो तुम बोल रही हो बोल करके आगे बढ़ जाऊं, ठीक है, तो तुम बेवकूफ बन जाओ. जो तुम बोल रही मैं भी वही बोल दूं. मुझे बहुत भूख लगी थी. यशोदा ध्यान देना जो हो रहा अभी. क्योंकि अपूर्वा की इंग्लिश मैं दिखाऊं तुम्हें, वो बहुत अच्छा इंग्लिश लिखती है, बहुत अच्छा। उसकी इंग्लिश लिखने में बहुत कम गलतियां होती हैं। ओके, लेकिन जब बात आती है बातचीत करने की, तो ऐसी गलतियां उसके साथ होती है कि उसके दिमाग में बातचीत करने वाली इंग्लिश का प्रॉब्लम है। हैड मतलब पास में होना बिल्कुल सही है, लेकिन हैव ब्रेकफास्ट मतलब होता है नाश्ता करना बातचीत में। आज मैंने नाश्ता नहीं किया था। हाउ विल आई से
सर,
दैट?
I didn't know about that, sir.
लेकिन आपको
In
याद
have
रखना होगा, कभी कभी कॉन्टेक्स्ट से मीनिंग फिगर आउट करते हैं बेटा। कभी कभी क्या करते हैं, कॉन्टेक्स्ट से मीनिंग फिगर आउट करते हैं, और ये करना आपका काम है। आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग यू टू डू इट। ये नहीं कि आप करेंगे तो बड़ी बात होगी। ये मुझे सबसे ज्यादा बुरा लगता है कि कई लोग नहीं कर पाते हैं। जब मैं कोई नई लैंग्वेज सीखता हूं तो वहां पर मैं अपना दिमाग लगाता हूँ कि ये कॉन्टेक्स्ट है तो ये बोला जा रहा होगा, और वहां पर मैं लॉजिकल रहना चाहूंगा। और आपकी प्रॉब्लम क्या थी कि आपने प्री सपोज किया कि हैड मतलब पास में होना होता है, उसके बाद
Yes, sir.
आप
Before
अपना दिमाग
today,
लगाए। वो प्री सपोज
yes,
किए
sir.
बगैर
Before
अगर
today,
आप जाते तो आप सही समझ जाते कि मुझे बहुत जबरदस्त
yes, sir.
भूख लगी थी, इसलिए मैंने बहुत सारा नाश्ता किया, ढेर सारा नाश्ता किया। राइट, आई हैड अ
Yes,
ह्यूज
sir.
ब्रेकफास्ट। तो फिर से बात
Before
करता हूँ।
today, I don't know about that, sir.
हैव ब्रेकफास्ट मतलब, हैव
Had
ब्रेकफास्ट
breakfast
मतलब
means खाना खाया,
नाश्ता करना। हैव ब्रेकफास्ट मतलब नाश्ता
नाश्ता
करना।
करना,
हैव डिनर मतलब
नाश्ता करना, खाना खाना,
डिनर करना। हैव लंच मीन्स लंच
लंच
करना।
करना,
अब बोलो, हैव आर्ग्यूमेंट मीन्स।
बहस करना,
वेरी
argument
गुड,
करना, बहस
वेरी
करना।
गुड। हैव 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 अ फीवर मतलब
बुखार होना,
बुखार है।
परफेक्ट, वेल
बुखार
डन।
है।
तो जब आप अपने आप को छोड़
बुखार
दोगे
है।
ना खुला, बांधोगे नहीं,
yes, sir.
हेड मतलब पास में होना, अगर ऐसे नहीं बांधोगे तो फिर आपका
Yes, sir.
दिमाग जो है हेल्प कर देगा आपको। मुझे
Okay, okay,
खाली
sir.
प्रॉब्लम वही होती है जब कोई भी स्टूडेंट प्री सपोज कर लेता है एक वर्ड की मीनिंग को, और उसके हिसाब से अपना दिमाग लगाता है, जबकि उसका दिमाग लगाना चाहिए उस मीनिंग के साथ नहीं, उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट के हिसाब से। आई वॉज रियली हंग्री दिस मॉर्निंग, सो आई हैड अ ह्यूज ब्रेकफास्ट। मुझे जबरदस्त भूख लगी हुई थी,
Sir,
इसलिए मैंने
because nobody explained like that, the way you explained it, so that's why problem
you
for
you
me
you
this
you
this time.
you are more than welcome to make mistakes, sweetheart, but your
Okay, sir.
mistakes should be not based on presupposed ideas. That's what I'm asking you not to do. especially
Okay.
especially ये आपको बोलते समय सोचना था, जो भी आप बोल रहे थे बेटा, मैं आपको सिर्फ ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ कि मैं अगर वही बात बोल दूं आपको, ठीक है, कि हाँ यही है, आप अगर
Okay, sir.
6 साल के 5 साल के होते ना तो मैं आपकी गलती नहीं कहता। लेकिन मैं कहता हूं कि जब आप जिस लेवल पे हो, जहां पे हो समझदारी के मामले में इंसान के तौर पे, अगर आपको मैं बोल दूं कि मुझे बहुत जबरदस्त भूख लगी थी, इस इसलिए मेरे पास बहुत सारा खाना था, क्योंकि सो मतलब क्या होता है, इसलिए होता है ना,
इसलिए
इसलिए मेरे
yes, sir.
पास बहुत सारा ब्रेकफास्ट था। ठीक है, और आप हाँ बोल करके आगे बढ़ जाते हो बाय द वे कि ठीक है सर, हो गया। तो मैं कहूंगा आपने अपने कॉमन सेंस के साथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर लिया।
Yes, sir. Now I understand what you want to say because when you asked that I am very hungry this morning. मतलब कि अगर मैं बहुत ज्यादा भूखी हूँ तो खाना ही खाऊंगी ना, तो वहां पे तो सर ये होना चाहिए कि मैंने खाना खाया क्योंकि मैं बहुत भूखी थी, इस वजह से। तो मैंने वहां पे उस वे में नहीं सोचा, जिसकी वजह से ये गलती हुई।
और अभी मैं कुछ और बोल रहा हूँ। मैं कह रहा हूँ मैं आपकी हिंदी को एक्सेप्ट कर लेता हूँ कि मुझे बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी, इसलिए मेरे पास बहुत सारा खाना था, जो कि लिटरल ट्रांसलेशन बनता है। ठीक है, आई हैड ए ह्यूज ब्रेकफास्ट, मेरे पास ढेर सारा ब्रेकफास्ट था, मैं इसको एक्सेप्ट कर लेता हूँ। अगर कोई जिद भी कर ले अपूर्वा कि यही है, तो आप उसको कैसे करेक्ट करोगे? यही हिंदी है इसकी, तो आप उसको कैसे समझाओगे?
सर कि अगर किसी को भूख लगी है तो खाना था या नहीं था वो मैटर नहीं करता, उसने खाना खाया या
रुक
नहीं
जाओ,
ये
रुक जाओ,
ज्यादा
रुक जाओ,
मैटर करता है।
उससे ज्यादा इस वर्ड पे ध्यान दे देना, सो पे ध्यान देना। कहा जा रहा है कि मुझे बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी, इसलिए मेरे पास बहुत सारा खाना था। इसका क्या कनेक्शन है कि बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी इसलिए खाना था मेरे पास। अगर भूख नहीं लगी होती तो मेरे पास खाना नहीं होता। ये कोई बात का कनेक्शन नहीं बनता। ये सो आपकी हेल्प कर रहा है यहाँ पे। ये छोटा सा वर्ड जो है ना,
यस सर।
ये बहुत मदद
यस,
कर रहा है। अगर ये हटा दूं ना,
कनेक्टर का काम कर रहे।
ये अगर हटा दूं तो फिर आपकी हिंदी मैच कर जाएगी, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी आपकी हिंदी से। मुझे बहुत जोर की भूख लगी थी, मेरे पास बहुत सारा ब्रेकफास्ट था, ठीक है, पसंद में आ रही है? लेकिन यहाँ लिखा
ओके
हुआ है
सर।
सो, इस वजह से मुझे जोर की भूख लगी थी, इस वजह से मैंने ढेर सारा नाश्ता किया। नॉर्मली 2 रोटी खाता हूँ, उस दिन 6 रोटियां खाई, 4 रोटी खाई, राइट। आई हैड ए ह्यूज ब्रेकफास्ट। नंबर 3, I to Rupert's party last night.
I went to Rupert's party last night.
It was
It was a
great
great
fun.
fun.
अच्छा, went क्यों बोल रहे हैं हम लोग? पास्ट सिंपल में क्यों जा रहे हैं? Last night.
Last night, yeah.
Past simple. I went to Rupert's party last night. It was great fun. 4.
Yeah,
I didn't see
I didn't
Dawn
see
at the
Dawn
party.
at party.
इसकी हिंदी क्या
He
करेंगे
had
हम लोग?
so um,
मैं अपूर्वा के पास जाऊंगा। अपूर्वा बेटा, I didn't see Dawn at the party. Translate it into Hindi. Apurva, are you there?
यस सर।
Yeah, I didn't see Dawn at the party. Hindi.
सर, आई डोंट नो द मीनिंग ऑफ डॉन।
मुझे पता था, मैंने इसलिए पूछा ही है तुमसे। बाकी लोग?
Dawn is a name.
यस रवि।
oh my.
Dawn is written with a capital D.
ओके सर। मैंने डॉन को नहीं देखा पार्टी में।
I didn't see Dawn. अब कुछ पूछना ही नहीं, अब तो थोड़ी पूछना था मुझे तुमसे, अब थोड़ी कुछ पूछना था। मुझे तो बस यही करना था कि तुम डॉन के बारे में क्या सोचती हो वहां पे। DAWN, क्योंकि DAWN एक इंग्लिश वर्ड भी है जिसका मतलब होता है
यस
सुबह।
सर।
Rupert,
यस सर,
still,
दैट्स व्हाई
there
आई
is a
आस्क्ड
song,
यू।
sir, Rupert. Dust still down.
Yes, dusk till dawn. From
Uh,
dusk till dawn. शाम से लेके सुबह तक। Okay, from dusk till dawn.
दैट्स व्हाई आई आस्क्ड द मीनिंग ऑफ डॉन हियर।
sign में लिखे.
क्यों पूछा आपने अपूर्वा?
Because I don't know the meaning of dawn here. Why dawn is used here? But now you tell me that
What did you learn
this is a
from this sentence, from
dawn.
this example?
Dawn
What?
is a name, sir.
This is what you learned. Then you didn't
No,
learn
sir.
anything. What did you learn?
When we write any name in the middle of the sentence, I start first letter is a capital letter.
Right. And tell me that you didn't know this before.
Yes, sir. I didn't know. No, sir. I know about that. When we write any name, the first letter is capital letter, but I didn't think about this as a name here.
I understand. I didn't see Dawn at the party. She
She had gone home before I arrived.
She had gone home before I arrived. She had gone home before I arrived. Okay, Dawn is a girl or a boy?
Girl.
Girl.
A girl. She had gone home before I arrived.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He couldn't see Dawn. Okay. Number 5. My husband me a lovely surprise for my birthday. Dinner at the Ritz
My
in
husband
London.
gave me a
My
lovely
husband
surprise
gave
for my
me a
birthday.
lovely surprise for my birthday.
Okay. Okay.
Dinner
Dinner at the Ritz in London.
at Rails in London. Yeah.
My husband gave me a lovely surprise for my birthday. Dinner at the Ritz in London. Julian was a poor man when he died. He
He had gave all his money to charity.
Had all his money to
he
charity.
had given all his money to charity. Julian was a poor man when he died. He was a poor man when he died. जो मरा उसमें उसके पास पैसे नहीं थे. He was a poor man when he died.
क्योंकि उससे पहले ही सारे पैसे
Exactly,
चैरिटी में
Apurva.
डोनेट
Exactly, beta. He had given
दान
all
कर
his
दिया।
money to charity. उसके पहले ही दे दिया था ना, इसीलिए he had given all his money to charity. So past perfect, Apurva has understood the concept very well, very well. Of course, she will make a few mistakes here and there, but not a big deal. Okay. Look at the pictures and complete the story using the past perfect. Picture story देखो. Picture 1. Craig forgot to set his alarm and he woke up really late. Picture 2. He missed the train to work, so he got a taxi. Picture 3. The taxi broke down. 4. He arrived at work too late for his meeting. His boss was very annoyed with him. 6. He felt ill in the afternoon, so he left work early. ये हुई कहानी ऐसे दिन ऐसे घटा उसका. This is how events transpired in his day. Okay, this is how his day played out, and now we are here talking about his day. Craig was sitting by the fire in his living room. Craig was sitting by the fire in his living room. Abhi yahan dekho. He was sitting by the fire in his living room. He had had a terrible day. Past perfect हो गया ना बेटा? He had a terrible day. अब जैसे देखते
Yes,
हैं
sir.
कैसे terrible day था? He had forgotten to set his alarm the night before, and he had missed
He
the.
had missed
He had
his
woken up
train.
really late because of that, and he had woken up very
Miss.
late because of that. He had missed the
He had
train to work,
he had
right?
woken up really late.
Yeah, he had missed the train to work. So he had got a taxi, okay? And number 3, the
He had
taxi
missed
had,
the train to work, so he had got a taxi.
The
yes,
taxi had
the
broken down.
taxi had broken down.
The taxi had broken
He
down.
had arrived at work too late for his meeting.
He had
So he
arrived
had
at
arrived
work too late
late
for his
for his
meeting.
meeting.
His boss was very
His boss
annoyed
His
had
with him.
boss
been
Had
Yeah.
been
had
had
been
been
very
भी बोल
angry.
सकते हैं, was भी बोल सकते हैं इसमें. His boss was very annoyed with him.
his boss had been very annoyed with him.
Yes. He felt ill
And
in
he
the
had
afternoon. He had
He
felt
had
ill.
felt he had felt
oh,
ill in the afternoon, so he had left work is
Okay,
early.
Apurva, in the afternoon, in the afternoon.
The, in
Okay.
the afternoon.
No, after, in the afternoon.
Ah, in the
In the
afternoon.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
afternoon.
very different from the
Okay.
way you said it. So keep listening to the audio, Apurva. Slowly and slowly, these things will change. Okay. So he left work
Okay, sir.
early. So he had left work early. He
So
had
he
left
had
work
left
early. Okay.
Early.
Hmm. Okay. So क्या होता है पास्ट परफेक्ट? आप पीछे की तरफ देखते हैं पास्ट में, तो पास्ट परफेक्ट यूज
पीछे।
करते हैं. अगर प्रेजेंट की तरफ चलते चले पास्ट परफेक्ट विल नेवर बी यूज्ड. Rakhi is here. Rakhi, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you managed to get here. Great.
Yeah, I got free early.
Where are you?
So I was in the class.
His
I
schedule
had
is
class
very
today.
busy, sir, you know.
Sorry, Rakhi, Sahib?
Rakhi's schedule is very busy, sir, you know.
Yeah,
In when
she's
the
busy.
day she met Shahrukh Khan, you know, she became popular and celebrity.
Of a sort. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, she has to be very shy.
We all have wished to meet SRK as person, sir, you know.
In person.
In person.
Not as person. In
Sorry,
person.
in person. In
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was
in
lucky
sin.
to
I
meet
forget
him,
that
but
in sin.
I'm not famous.
Well, yeah, you.
So why you are
Behavior is
blushing?
changed,
Did you
Rakhi.
shake
I
hands
can
with
see
him?
that.
Did you
You
shake
know.
hands with him, Rakhi?
I'm no, we are not allowed to, sir. But yeah, like I was just next to him.
Oh, you were next to him. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
She took the selfie. She took the selfie, sir.
Oh,
No, we
lovely.
are not allowed to do that.
next
Please
Uh,
time,
don't.
Raki, you will get a chance to say. And
Don't
with it.
worry. Keep growing the ladder.
I
Keep climbing the
Once I
ladders.
once
Yeah.
once I get a film, sir, I will add her in my film. Don't worry,
Okay.
Rakhi.
Okay. When he gets his break, he will cast you as an actress. Okay, good. Nice. Guys, are you ready for the story? You're going into the breakout room where you will tell the story to your partner, okay? Um, and use the adverbs, okay? Sorry, conjunctions. Use the conjunctions, all these conjunctions, as soon as, and all these. We have the prompts here. Professor Higgs was doing a lecture tour, 6-month lecture tour around Europe. He was doing a 6-month lecture tour around Europe. I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a success today. Guys, please be prepared tomorrow for the story. Okay, I'm giving you another day for this. Okay,
Thank you,
please
sir.
be prepared. Please, everybody, please. Okay, I urge you to do your best with the story so that when you get in the class tomorrow, we could finish this exercise. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
We have
Yeah.
to do actually.
yeah,
sir.
please, because I have given you the third opportunity. Okay, so please don't let me
Sir,
down
can you
tomorrow.
please explain that? So what I have to do, sir?
What you have to do, you have to learn the story. You have to learn the story very
Yeah.
well so that you can tell the story
Okay.
with the help of these prompts. The story is on the right. You have to learn the story.
Mm,
Okay, you have to learn the past perfect, wherever past perfect was used. You have to learn the conjunctions, what conjunctions were used. And you have to basically know the story, everything that happened. And then you will retell the story with the help of these prompts with a partner in the breakout session.
We have to read that story. Yeah.
We have to read the story at
That
home to learn the story. We have the audio file
Tell
as
in our
well.
own
okay.
words.
We have the audio file 9.6 in the
Okay,
group as
sir.
well. We can listen to the audio file to help us
Okay.
understand the story better. And
Okay.
then
Thank you.
tomorrow we will, with a partner, retell the story. Okay. And now, I think we have already done this. No, not completely. When the plane had landed, I switched my phone on. Okay, please understand this sentence. When the plane had landed, I switched my phone on. In Hindi, जब plane land कर गया तो मैंने अपना phone on किया. पहले, what is the first action, dear students?
Plane had landed.
Okay,
Plane had
हाँ,
landed.
तो अपूर्वा बेटा ध्यान रखना, past perfect सिर्फ first action में ही use किया जा सकता है. Second action में कभी use नहीं किया जा सकता. That will be an error.
Okay, sir.
Everybody, past perfect can
That's
only
why,
be used in the first action, not in the second action.
okay, sir. That's why had is used here.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Past perfect can only be used in the first action. It can never be used, never, read my lips, never be used with the second action. Past perfect cannot be used with the second action. Is that clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Logically, की याद रखने की बात है. ये लॉजिकल कंक्लूजन है कि सेकेंड एक्शन में नहीं यूज हो सकता पास्ट परफेक्ट, या ये रट्टा मारने की चीज है.
It is a
Only
logical thing.
it
क्योंकि
is
पास्ट परफेक्ट होता
logical.
है जब आप पास्ट के पास्ट में जाते हैं, यानी कि पहले एक्शन पे जाते हैं, राइट?
Yeah,
ऑब्वियसली.
we have to go.
Yes, it is illogical.
नाउ एक बात और, ये पास्ट परफेक्ट कुछ जगहों पे जरूरी होता है, कुछ जगहों पे जरूरी नहीं होता. जहां पे मीनिंग चेंज नहीं हो सकती वहां पे आप छोड़ दो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई रिमूव दिस हैड, नाउ रीड. When the plane landed, I switched my
When
phone
Yeah,
on.
when the
plane
plane
landed,
switched my
I
phone.
switched my
Did the meaning
on.
change? Did the meaning change?
Subject.
No,
No,
sir.
So when the meaning doesn't
No,
change,
both
you
meaning are
can
same.
go both ways. You can use this had. If you want, you can drop this had because it doesn't change the meaning. Got my point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Because if I drop this had, it doesn't change the meaning. When the plane landed, I switched my
Landed,
phone
I
on.
switched my phone on.
Meaning is still the same. 2. I cut myself while I was shaving. This girl Sneha entered the room while I was teaching.
Yeah.
Right?
You were teaching.
3. He worked for IBM until he retired.
Until he retired.
I want to teach English until I die. I want to teach English until I die. मैं आखिरी दम तक इंग्लिश पढ़ाते रहना चाहता हूँ. I want to teach English until I die. 4.
I got
out of bed as soon as I woke up.
as I woke up.
I fell in love with her as soon as I saw her. I fell in love with her as soon as I saw her. It was love at first sight.
Yep, right.
But it is confusing me, sir.
Why?
It's as soon as I saw her, that sentence.
Yeah, I fell in love with her as
Means
soon as I
love at
saw her.
first sight,
It
bro.
was love
And
at first
guys
sight.
like me,
Yeah, जैसे मैं
yeah,
देखा वैसे ही प्यार किया.
देखते के साथ मुझे उससे प्यार हो गया. I fell in love with her. मुझे उससे प्यार
पहली
हो गया.
नजर
I fell
में
in
यार.
love with her as soon as I saw her.
पहली नजर में.
Yeah.
पहली नजर में ऐसा जादू.
I wish I have.
You will die single, bro. Don't worry.
No, I will get married.
Yeah, married is okay, but you will not get any
But
girlfriend
I
at
will
the
not die single side. I will marry 3 times. Don't worry.
Good one, Mukarram. I like that. But
but
Mukarram, chances are very, very slim because they are bringing UCC and they're going to remove this multi-marriage, option.
I will keep secret, sir. I will
yep,
marry
yep,
another
sir.
country.
One in
Not
the village, and one
same
in the
place.
Mumbai, and one in the where he will live, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
I will marry with a one village girls, one
marry a
foreigner,
not with. I'll marry a village girl,
yeah,
a foreigner,
a
and
village girl, yeah,
But that's
foreigner,
not
and
allowed, yeah. If you can't tell your first wife that I'm going to marry the second one, you can't do that. This is illegal, yeah.
I will manage it, Sahid. I know how to
How can you manage it? It's against a rule in Islam, you
hello,
don't have to
Shahid,
do
Shahid,
this.
manage.
Shahid, Shahid. Keep it simple now. He's simply saying his girl will love him
What?
enough that she won't mind.
Yeah.
No, sir. Yeah, if he will
Hello.
take the permission from his the first wife to get the married again, it is okay. It is acceptable. But what if you don't ask her, sir? Yeah, what she will find out, yeah, someday. How would she
Yeah.
feel
I
like?
know your point. I know your concern, but we are just having fun. Okay, don't take it very
Yep,
seriously.
yep. If it is fun is okay, sir. But
Yeah. Of course, nobody is
if
serious.
sir, जो कुछ नहीं करते वो कमाल करते हैं.
Okay, I know
He
what you
has no
mean. I know what you
you
mean.
know, and what he can do, he
But you know what, Mukarram? Something I will tell you. Keeping secret is going to be harder and harder in days to come.
Yeah.
Everything that we are doing, Ravi, yes, Ravi, we are not talking about that. We are talking about something else. Everything we are doing today is in the direction of bringing more transparency in society, bringing more openness in society. Because lying hurts. If somebody lies to you, it hurts you, right, Mukarram? So it is true,
Yes, I do.
lying hurts people. So what we are doing, we are putting cameras everywhere. Why? Why are we putting cameras everywhere? Because we want more openness. We want more, what is that thing called? Transparency everywhere. Okay? Like you can't lie about where you're going because your mobile always records where you are. Okay? And so many things.
yes,
I
sir.
think in the future, everybody will have a card. Okay? Everybody will have a number. All the people in the world, I'm not talking about Indians, all the people in the world will have, maybe not now, maybe in 50 years, maybe in 100 years, everybody will have a unique identity number. Like your PAN card number, Aadhaar card number is unique. No two people have the same number. So each person will have one unique identity number. And I believe wherever people get married, their identity number will be associated with that person. And it will be in the data, it will be in the records that these two people were together. And when they
Yep, like
separate,
Aadhaar card.
and when they separate, then it will be also mentioned, it will be in the record that now they are not together. But that will be
Yeah.
entry against that number. So next time when you get married, even if you do not tell your partner that you were married before, your partner will find out with your identity number that you were
Yes,
married
yes.
to this person for this much time and then you divorce this person. So I think future is all about transparency and openness, and it is going to be increasingly difficult for people to lie about things.
And I believe, sir, if you are divorced, but and you want to get married again, then you have to tell them that I was married, because I was married
A
and something
relationship based
happened, blah
on a
blah
lie
thing.
is not going to be very successful and happy. Basic idea. Okay, moving on to number 5. She listened to music as she drove home. Okay, two things were happening
And,
simultaneously. She drove home and she listened to music
and,
in her car. She
and
listened to music as she drove home. If you use the word until, then that is understandable. She listened to music until she drove home. It means when she reached home, she stopped listening to music. But this is obvious, right? Once she reached home, how could she listen to the music in her car? Because we have the word drove. Okay, she drove
yeah,
home.
no,
It means she was driving a car. So better is she listened to music as she drove home.
she drove home.
However, until does not make the sentence wrong. It just makes the sentence a little complicated to understand what you want to say. 6. After or before I went to bed, I locked all the doors. 6.
Yeah, before I went to bed, I locked all the doors.
Yeah, it is impossible to lock all the doors after you went to bed unless
No
you
sleep.
walk in sleep. Unless you walk in sleep. If you walk in sleep, that's another thing. You can lock the bed, lock all the doors after you went to bed.
Yeah,
So if
I
you
have
use
to
the
do, sir, every night. I go to bed, I lock. Before I go to bed, I lock all the doors.
Okay, good. It is Mukarram's responsibility in his family. He, locks all the doors before he goes to bed. Okay. I remember when I was young, I used to do it too, but now it is my wife's responsibility and the children's responsibility now. However, we don't even
Because,
lock the doors. We just put the latches on. We don't put a lock.
yeah, that's just,
There was a time we used to
no,
put a lock on. I don't know why. What a big change, man. What a big change. I remember 20 years ago, we used to put a lock on the door. Wow. It means now we are more
Because
confident.
sir, why they used to lock the door? Because a thief will climb on your roof and they will come downstairs and they will open the door and then many will become. That's why.
You're right. You're right. And they can easily open the door and walk away with all the valuables. Otherwise, it will
Yep,
be
yeah,
difficult for them to get off the roof, get down from the roof
yep, yep,
if they don't
yep.
open the door. Yeah, yeah, good point. But now we are not doing it anymore. I don't know. I will talk to my family about it today. Why don't we put a lock anymore? Are we feeling more confident or what?
You put the camera, sir. So
Oh,
that's why.
yeah. I forgot that. We have cameras all
Mm,
around.
mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We have night vision cameras. Yeah, right. I just totally forgot it. Or I had totally forgotten. Okay. Number 7. Everybody, you agree? Before I went to bed, I locked all the doors. And if you say, after I went to bed, I locked all the doors, it's a funny sentence, not grammatically wrong. It's a silly sentence. It's not possible. Got it? But grammatically correct, because after is also conjunction. So this is my point. Sometimes people emphasize too much on being grammatically correct. So if you use the word after, your sentence is grammatically correct, 100%, but it doesn't have any meaning. Who can lock the doors after going to bed? How can they do it? Number 7. Go ahead. Number 7.
After
After
I
or
left school,
After I left the school.
I
after
lived
I left
abroad for
school,
a
I
year.
lived for a year.
Abroad for a year. After I left school, I lived abroad for a year.
Not for a year.
After I left school, I lived abroad for a year.
Lived abroad for a year.
After I left school, I lived abroad for a year.
Out for a
Yeah.
year.
After I divorced my wife, I was very happy. 8. We had a lovely picnic.
We lovely picnic.
We had a
Although
lovely
the weather
picnic.
wasn't great.
Although the weather wasn't great.
Weather
Although
wasn't
weather
great.
wasn't great.
Yeah. Next. Join the sentences
the-
using the conjunction. Put one sentence
Listen.
in each pair in the past perfect. Okay, remember, you have to use the past perfect, okay, in one of the sentences. And how do you decide? Action 1 or action 2? Which action gets
Action
the past
1.
perfect? Action 1. This is
Action
going to
1.
be your homework, guys. I don't want you to do this here. I have already given you some homework in the practice book, and this is your homework in the main book.
Yeah, this is in group.
Yeah, it is in the group. And Kundan, and Sanna, I will send you books very soon now, okay?
Okay.
Because I was not sure about how Kundan's address or your address either. Okay, so just by the end of next week, you guys will have your books.
Sir, Dharvinder is
Going?
yes.
That's it?
Dharvinder is going to be half fresher on 10th March.
All right. Thank you for informing. I will send the books with
Oh,
him.
so you can hand over the book.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Normally the phrase handover is used when you are giving something to authority. Okay. This is the thing with English, okay? Because of our limited exposure, we use the words in the wrong context. And that's where close test becomes very difficult for students. Because Kundan used the right phrase, handover, but hand over something to the authority. If Dharmendra was a police inspector and you found a bag somewhere, then you will hand over the bag to Dharmendra because he's a police inspector. But here he's not an authority. So I will not hand over him the books. Okay, I'll send the books with him.
Yes.
These are minute differences which you can learn and appreciate by reading a lot of novels, stories, and these things. You know,
That's
this is
why
how you
English is a
grow.
very hard.
Yeah, it has a wide
Yes,
vocabulary.
sir.
big
I
range.
have started reading books.
Good. Novels, stories, all these things help, guys. आपने गौर किया कुंदन ने बहुत अच्छा फ्रेज यूज किया था मैं ही हूं कि मैंने उनको करेक्ट किया कहीं दूसरी जगह वो बोलते देन ही वुड हैव गॉटन कॉम्प्लीमेंट की बहुत अच्छा बढ़िया हैंड ओवर फ्रेज यूज कर लिया बहुत अच्छा मैंने उनको इम्प्रूवमेंट की सलाह दी तो ये होता है अगर आप ऐसे जगह पे रहते हैं जहां इनपुट देने वाले हैं सही तो आपकी गलतियां हाईलाइट होंगी और आप बेहतर होंगे और अगर आप वैसे जगह जहां पे आपकी गलतियों को हाईलाइट नहीं करा जाएगा then you will always get that false sense of confidence that you are doing great, you are wonderful and everything. And what will happen? Eventually you will face a lot of problems. So keep working hard, everybody. Be positive. That's the most important thing. मैंने ये improvement कुंदन को दिया इसलिए ताकि वो positive feel करे. Not because I want him to feel demoralized. Not at all. Okay.
Yeah.
So all my students, be positive, work hard. Learning English is a big challenge. Okay, and you guys are fighters. You will take that challenge, won't you?
Yes, sir. I am.
Yep.
Fine then. Let's
Yep,
end
sir.
it here and we will carry on tomorrow. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care. Good night.
Bye,
Bye-bye,
sir.
sir.
Take
Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Good night, sir.
Good
Bye-bye,
night.
sir.
Good night. Good night.